An early morning reading before circle time. This is taking place. Um, Water is Water, and it's by Miranda Paul and illustrations by Jason Chin. And Jason Chin has some really lovely illustrations that he's done on redwoods, coral reefs, an island, a story of the Galapagos. He has this book is really beautifully illustrated, and it has a lot of illustration that leads the story. So what happens is you have this beautiful illustration, and then it goes from there to this one. Water is Water. So the story begins with illustrations first. And here we go. So we have water in the pond and we have water coming down. If you can see that. People standing on the porch and the children are running home. Now this is summertime, so a summertime rain is almost as good as being in the pond or the lake. Would be running through the rain to where the people are waiting for you on the porch, your parents possibly, yeah. Drip, sip, pour me a cup, water is water, unless dot dot dot. Now just take a minute and look at this picture though, because look at that stove. And you see the children at the faucet. And there's the cat with a turtle. Oh, let me just read it again. Oh, unless dot dot dot, it heats up. Whirl, swirl, watch it curl by. Steam is steam unless dot dot dot. So they've heated the water to become tea, and you can see the steam misting up. Oh, it cools high. Look at that beautiful cloud illustration where you can see things in the clouds. It cools high, a dragon in a wagon, a crow kneading dough. Clouds are clouds unless they're putting the turtle back into the water. They form low. Oh, so many different forms of water. This is a foggy day that happens a lot in the fall time, but we actually had a foggy day yesterday too, yesterday morning. Misty, twisty, where is the town? Fog is fog unless it falls down. Patter, splatter, what is that sound? Rain is rain unless on the ground. Splash in galoshes, splash to your knees. Puddles are puddles unless puddles freeze. Guide, slide, put on the brakes. Ice is ice unless it forms flakes. Pack, stack, shape it, and smack. Snow is snow unless spring comes back. Creep, seep, squish in your boots. Mud is mud unless there are roots. Swig, grow big, reach for the best. Apples are apples unless they get pressed. Drip, sip, pour me a cup. Cider is cider until we drink up. We went all the way through the seasons. And now this book gives you some more information about water. It says more about water, and it tells you all the different things that you need to know. And water is water. A cup of water begins its cycle as a liquid, turns to steam, evaporation, vapor, clouds, condensation, fog, precipitation. On the ground, water moves on top of the ground. It's called runoff. And then puddles freeze to solid form called ice. And then it forms flakes, which is snow, and ice form crystals around specks of dust or pollen. They fall. Spring comes back. And then there is snow melt into the streams and the river. There are roots. Seepage happens when water creeps down from the top of the dirt and plants absorb this water. It's called uptake. And then this helps them grow and produce fruit, and then the fruit gets pressed. Although the apples are solid, the water inside makes them plump and juicy. Squeezing them releases the liquid. Drink up. And did you know that you are made of mostly water? And then next page is look at all this information that you can get from this book. Water is important. Now, the thing that they don't tell you on this book is that this book rhymes. When you look at it again, and if you read it smoothly through, you'll start to hear the rhyming words. So it says drip, sip, pour me a cup. Water is water unless it heats up. Whirl, swirl, watch it curl by. Steam is steam unless it cools high. A dragon in a wagon, a crow kneading dough. Clouds are clouds unless they form low. Misty, twisty, where is the town? Fog is fog unless it falls down. Patter, splatter, what is that sound? Rain is rain unless on the ground. Slosh in galoshes, splash to your knees. Puddles are puddles unless puddles freeze. Guide, slide, put on the brakes. Ice is ice unless it forms flakes. Pack, stack, shape it and smack. Snow is snow unless spring comes back. Creep, seep, squish in your boots. Mud is mud unless there are roots. Swig, grow big, reach for the best. Apples are apples unless they get pressed. Drip, sip, pour me a cup. Cider is cider until we drink up. You know what? Do you notice that the children are playing by themselves? The parents are there in the distance, and then look, all the children come over to help with the cider pressing, and they have a special cider press. And here's the parents are just coming back from the grocery store. So these children keep themselves quite busy as the parents come back from the grocery store and bring them, I don't know what, maybe more things, like maybe a snack to eat along with their apple cider. We won't really know. But they are jumping in. And remember that this book is filled with facts. Water is everything. Water is important.